Podcast.
Hi everybody, Ola aka ChalkOne from Battlefield Podcast here, talking to you today about something completely unrelated to Battlefield, at least to Battlefield 3. We're going to be talking about the Steam trading cards and how they work. If you're one of those PC gamers that's been enjoying the sunshine outside, you've probably been drawn back inside and onto your computer by Steam's summer getaway sale that is currently going on. This is where they slash prices on everything and probably spent a lot of your hard-earned cash. You might have noticed that you've been receiving these trading cards occasionally, either when you're voting for the next deal or as you're buying things. And you may be wondering what these trading cards are there for and what you can do with them and what the whole point of them is. So I figured we'd give you a quick overview of what they're good for. Trading cards, which you can see in your inventory at some point, they'll just show up there. They are basically virtual trading cards, just like you would think of, say, baseball cards, for example. And they are supported by various games. Not every game has these trading cards, but the list of games is growing all the time. So say a game will have 8 or 10 trading cards that can be quote-unquote dropped by the game as you're playing it. About half of those you just earn as you're playing the game. The other half you will have to trade with your friends. Yes, I said trade with your friends just like you would when you were a kid and you were trading baseball cards with your buddies at school. Now, they can even be sold on the Steam Marketplace. I'll show you that in a second. But essentially, they're something that you can collect. They're not like the Steam achievements in that sense because they don't make you do anything in the game. You just play the game and then you get the cards. The main purpose of these cards is to craft them into badges. If you're looking under your Steam profile, you'll see a category for badges. The Steam Summer Getaway one being the one that's probably most prominent right now because everybody, as you're voting or buying, is seeing these. And you can see here that in my example, I've already crafted it, but you can do this multiple times actually. I have 4 out of the 10 cards collected to craft this badge. And you can see other ones here for games that I own or games that I don't own, like Borderlands 2, but I actually have a card for. When you click on one of these, it shows you all the cards that are required to craft this badge and also shows you the ones that you're missing. So further down here, you can see these 6 cards I have left to collect. And it also shows me, this is the coolest feature of all, I think, which of my friends have these cards, so I can then send them a message. And I'll show this at the end of the video. I'll actually make a trade with a friend of mine for a card that I needed. Now, once you have all the cards you needed, you can craft a badge. This one here, the Steam Sightseer badge, I crafted earlier. And you might wonder what they're good for. They're essentially ways to show them off on your profile. If you look at my profile in particular, you can see this is the badge that I'm currently displaying, but it could have been any of these here. The other cool thing is as you're crafting badges, you can get other goodies from Steam, such as emotes for the chat or sometimes even discount coupons or wallpapers for your profile, extra friend slots. I've talked to a friend of mine who has earned 30 extra slots on his friends just by collecting trading cards, crafting them into badges. Like I said, you can trade these cards with your friends, but you can also buy them or sell them. So if I look at some of these cards, let's look at my Skyrim foil card, which is slightly more rare because it's a foil version of that. I can actually click here and sell it, and it will give me a nice little graph as to what the price is. You can see in the beginning here, this card was actually quite valuable when it first came out. Right now, though, I could sell it for about $1.50. It's kind of here or there. But you can also buy cards that you're missing, but I think the coolest thing about these is that you can trade them with your friends. Now, as you're crafting badges, you also earn Steam XP, which is fairly important to some people. It's just another way of showing off your level that they've added now in Steam. And it allows you to customize your profile and just kind of... it's something different. It's a little more advanced than achievements, and it's a little bit more fun, and it sort of stimulates the community around Steam. If I want to look at some of my friends here, for example, let's find Lono. He's got quite a few badges crafted already, so I can't find him. Where is he? He's never not online. But if I look at his profile, for example, you'll see that he's got these 12 badges here. I can look at his inventory as well if I want to look at any of the cards that he has. You can see that for quite a few games. In fact, the reason that I have a Borderlands 2 card in my inventory and have the ability to collect them and craft a badge for a game that I don't even own is because I traded for this card. He needed a card for the Steam Summer Getaway, and I was just like, sure, I'll take the Borderlands 2 card. That's cool. So this is sort of the quick overview of what the trading cards are. I'm now going to include a part of the video where I actually do a trade with a friend of mine, and it's kind of neat. Let us know in the comments what you think of Steam's trading card feature. Do you think it's useless? Do you think it's interesting? Do you just not care? Let us know. I think it's kind of a neat idea, and I really like how Steam has turned into sort of a one-stop shop, not only for buying games on the PC, but also for community and talking and trading, all that kind of stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Like the video if you do, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff, and we'll be back to more Battlefield content very soon. Thank you. So when it comes to trading, here you can see the badges. Let's look at the Steam Summer Getaway badge. And as you can see, I have 4 out of 10 cards currently needed to craft the badge. If I scroll down, it will show me the ones that I'm still missing and which of my friends have one of these cards. So I'm going to pick Flubsaurus here, send them a message, say, hey, I want to trade for this card, and then actually initiate a trade right through the chat window. They now get a request, they reply to that, and it brings up this screen here where we all get to see our inventory and we choose the cards. Now, I'd already told them what I wanted ahead of time of this recording, but I would type that in there. They pick their card, I pick my card or cards or other items. We both check a box saying we're ready to trade. Once everybody's reviewed it, we click the button, and bam, the trade is made. So now I have the Chivalry Medieval Warfare card, which now shows up in my inventory. Now, of course, in this example, I traded away one of the other cards I needed for the Steam Summer Sale badge, so I didn't really make any progress. But usually you would trade this for cards that you need and give away your duplicates, for example, or other items. That's how trades work.